Hello, my name is Andrew James. Welcome to YouTube.
My name's Eric Weglars,
And I'm Goldilocks.
and that's Casey Hackerfew in the background there, who also is named Goldilocks. We're doing the snowstorm for Friday into Saturday morning across most of the Northeast, a historic nor'easter potentially.
Right now we're looking at a 60% confidence rating. Because
6-0.
yes, 6-0. The differences between model runs continue through the late runs is that like the GFS has basically the storm going a little bit too far out, giving a moderate snowstorm to eastern, southern New England. Euro has it going closer to shore, causing historic snowfall rates along eastern and southern New England up into Vermont and Maine.
So, pretty much widens the spectrum here, and let me just change the slides there. Heavy snow will be likely in the scenario across eastern Connecticut, Rhode Island, eastern Massachusetts, most of New Hampshire, especially the coastal 603, the southern sections in the coastal areas, southern Vermont, and southern Maine. And plowable snow will be likely for much of the Northeast that is not in that main heavy snow area. And strong winds must create blizzard conditions and whiteout conditions, including power outages in Massachusetts and Rhode Island on the coastal sections.
I think there'd be a widespread of power outages because
in those areas.
Yeah.
And New Hampshire also, coastal New Hampshire could be under the gun there as well. So we'll take a look at the ECNWF, the Euro, and
it's about 72 hours out, and you can see the low starting to develop off the Carolinas.
It looks harmless.
It looks harmless right now, but yeah. This is 96 hours out, and we have a bomb off the coast.
And this is
the Euro.
Off Cape Cod there, you see right off the coast of Massachusetts, bringing a very big storm into the
That's
Northeast.
This is a lot of snow. As we'll show you in the snowfall.
And just as an idea, the Euro has been very consistent, for numerous days out ahead of time.
Including
for
Sandy.
storms.
It was spot on for Sandy, basically.
This is the model we saw 10 days out, actually, ahead of Superstorm Sandy. Make it right, come right on land. So, I mean, we're very confident right now.
This is snowfall totals just for this storm right here. And if this does take it close to shore, we can see about 2 feet, more than 2 feet in eastern Connecticut, southern New Hampshire, eastern Massachusetts, Boston area, central Massachusetts, and then we can see up to 12 to 15 inches of snow up here in Vermont. You can see a decent amount of definitely plowable snow until at least the Canadian border.
Yeah, when we hit the Canadian border, it kind of diminishes there. You notice you go,
and then
there's that comma again. This comma, as we were talking about before, this can change a little bit depending on the runs where exactly the storm track moves. So if it moves closer inland, you'll see that comma really move farther to the west. And then you have more of a mix along portions of Cape Cod. It moves farther to the east, not so much. So again, we're looking for that main portion of precipitation on the gray as we have 20, 25 inches. Where exactly it sets up in the storm.
The GFS is having the storm about out here, and that would cause a moderate snowstorm for the Cape Cod and eastern Connecticut. Not nearly as heavy as what it says right here.
All right, so we're going to go on to the GFS. We're just talking about this, and this is the 18Z run at 78 hours, so pretty close to where the Euro is.
Pretty close, yeah. A little far outside. Yeah. So
it's a substantial low, but notice the tracks are different. And this is why we're having that bit of an issue as we go on through our 84 hours. You see, it's strengthening as it goes up the coast there. We do have cold air in the back, but the track really isn't giving us that moisture that we need for that significant snowfall. And this is the precipitation area. You do see this is what different was between the GFS. The 12Z run agreed with the Euro, and the 18Z run has this band. If I get the mouse here, right along western Connecticut and in parts of Hudson Valley in New York.
And that moves toward us.
And it stays there actually for a very long time. So we're a little bit anxious to see where that goes, if that's actually verified through the GFS runs. And you notice at 84 hours that precipitation continues there. And this is always a fun one, the winds.
Oh, these winds are gonna this is surface winds right here from the GFS. And yeah, so we're looking at probably 60 to 70 knots along the coast near Boston, Cape Cod. Definitely some power outages possible.
And these are sustaining even the gusts. You see here, we're looking at about, this is measured in kilometers an hour, so looking at about 100 kilometers an hour, which sustains to about 60 miles per hour. And this is why we're looking for potential blizzard conditions. You see right there in the Boston area, where these purples really convene in, and even into coastal New Hampshire, parts of Rhode Island, Cape Cod, even eastern Connecticut. These are definitely going to be strong winds. We could see some blizzard warnings if this scenario holds. If the Euro confirms, and GFS also verifies with the Euro, we'll be looking for that.